let's just quickly run through the latest of what's going on in the Tottenham transfer world. And just try. Here we go.
Is there one?
First,
is there a transfer world?
They like to make us believe that there is. And first up, Luka Vuskovic. Fabrizio Romano confirming today that Vuskovic is going to fly to Germany tomorrow for a medical with Hamburg. And still, I just don't understand it. Like, unless we're bringing in a centre-back, which I can't really see at this moment in time, why are we letting him go? If Dragusin's out for a fair amount of time, Kota Takai, no one is even talking about him. Yeah, just leave us three centre-backs unless they're considering Ben Davies as a centre-back.
I think that's what they've got to be doing, haven't they? They've got to. It is a strange one. Maybe Frank wants him to get regular minutes because they do see something and they want to use him at the next season. But without a defender coming in, we're already short anyway. In numbers in general, it is a bit of a strange one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very strange. Look, I think it probably does do his development better going out on loan as opposed to staying here and used as like a backup option. But when you're as kind of weak numerically as we are in that position, I wouldn't be loaning him out unless there is a plan, unless we have got someone else lined up to come in. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, that you would think that, wouldn't it? But there are more pressing positions at hand that is needed. But you've got to be thinking they're eyeing up a defender if they're prepared to let this one go.
Yeah, there are rumours on the ITK sphere of Nathan Ake. Would you take Nathan Ake?
I'd take him in a heartbeat, but we're not going to get him. So, I'd take him in an absolute heartbeat.
Yeah. Next up, we're going to talk about I promise you guys, this is going to be the last time we speak about this player. And he goes by the name of Savinho. Fabrizio Romano says that Manchester City have informed Tottenham today that they are not changing their position on Savinho. Man City have no intention to let him go, not even for a fee of over 70 million euros, seen as a key player for the season and for the future. And this also blocks any chance of Rodrigo going to Man City. So I think we can firmly say now, we can put this in the back of our minds. He's staying at Man City. I don't know why it's taken us so long to get to this stage, but it's just frustrated the hell out of me. Like, we all knew a week ago that he wasn't going to come. Why is it taking it so long for us to get off the table, Man City to come out and say, like, that's it?
Well, it's been 3 weeks of wasted time again, or 2 weeks, let's say. But the worst thing is that from what I remember, we entered this transfer and this target and we were going to buy him and they were going to use the money to buy Rodrigo. It's now ended that Man City will only sell it if they get Rodrigo. And now it's nothing, null and void, game over. We've been messing around again for the wrong targets. Just sums up this window, doesn't it? There's 3 transfers that will sum up this window for years to come.
And all this, like Romano saying the same thing over and over again. Spurs are still at the table. Cinho wants a Spurs move, all relying on Rodrigo. It's just been such utter bollocks the whole way through. The same thing over and over again. And I'm actually quite happy this has just come to an end because we need to move on. We need to move on. We need to put players in.
I think for every Spurs fan, once this window closes, there'll be a huge sigh of relief from Spurs fans worldwide, just because we don't need to listen to this nonsense anymore. It has been a shocking summer by the club, but it has been a shocking summer by none other than Fabrizio Romano and other people. It's just been pathetic.
Yeah, particularly with the Spurs news, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's move on to another player in the same position, which is Ademola Lookman. As Ben Jacobs says, that Ademola Lookman is understood to be of genuine interest from Tottenham Hotspur. It's believed that the Nigerian will likely cost around 50 million euros to buy from Atalanta before the transfer deadline. We know that he wants to leave. We know that Atalanta wants to sell him. I mean, this one surely is a no-brainer, unless there's someone of a higher caliber, which I highly doubt that Spurs can get at this moment in time. Look, we know that he struggled in England when he was here years ago. But I think he has come on as a player since then, scoring a hat-trick in the Europa League final, double digits of goals last 3 years in Serie A. Is he a player that excites you?
Well, put it this way, he has certainly developed since he's left England and gone on to be a good player for a very impressive and attack-minded Atalanta football club. He's a target we should have been going for, who's realistic, who we can get done. Have we left it too late? Is there going to be things in the deal that makes it a bit complicated? But we need someone to be on that. I would take Ademola. If Ademola Lookman came to the football club, I'd be happy with that deal. But it's just a shame that we've had to go through all these avenues to get where we are now.
You know, it's a case for me. Like at the beginning of the window, I was like, no, I don't really want Ademola Lookman.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're at this stage of where we're at. I think you just got to take him, to be honest, in my opinion. We're not going to get anyone else.
That's it. I mean, I'd rather take him, who has shown that he can do it in Europe, rather than a European prospect or a European could be. He's shown he can do it. Helps with the English quota as well. And I don't think he can go. He's goals. He seems to have done well in Italy. And I think he could do well in England. But like you said, it's just the names that we've been linked with, the quality that we've been trying to get. It is a little bump down to earth, isn't it? But I think he could do a job at Tottenham.
Yeah, agreed. Next up, we're going to talk about Xavi Simons again. Fabrizio Romano says that Tottenham remain interested in the situation of Xavi Simons, but won't send any official bid and won't advance while Chelsea are still in the race. Chelsea remain in negotiations for him, and for them to sign him, it's important for Nkunku to leave. Spurs want to be ready if Chelsea can't close the deal. We know that they're advancing on Garnacho. We know that there's serious links there for Ferran. For the Barcelona attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
No, Xavi Simons, it seems to have stalled massively this deal to Chelsea. So I'm hopeful of that case. But it's another case of Spurs being used as sloppy seconds. If his number one move doesn't turn out, then yeah, fine, I'll join Tottenham. Even if it does.
Yeah, Ben, I've got the deja vu. I don't want us to go anywhere near him because I have a feeling that as soon as we do, Chelsea will pounce and it'll be Chelsea in the filth in the same window, and that's inexcusable. I think he's a wonderful player. Don't get me wrong. He would be an elite player and he would be a marquee signing. I just think any big moves we make for him, Chelsea will just come and get it done. And I just don't think we can risk it.
But like, if they do sign Garnacho, like, do they have the need for him? Because he's not going to get in ahead of Cole Palmer in the 10.
Yeah, I mean, do they have the need is one thing. Will Chelsea go ahead and do it when they say, you know, how many players they sign and do during the season is another. I would love Xavi Simons at Tottenham, but as long as and when it comes, Spurs don't want to get in the race as long as Chelsea are involved. This is what we've become.
And you know, Frank, when he was talking about the Eze situation, he said, "If you don't want to play for Tottenham, I don't want you." And currently, correct, he doesn't want to play for Tottenham. So, correct, is there a point of doing this?
More time to waste to say at least we tried.
Yeah. And last but not least, Lucas Paqueta, Fabrizio Romano saying that Tottenham have had new contacts today with the agents of Lucas Paqueta. He's an option being considered, and he's open to leaving West Ham. Look, I for one would love to see Lucas Paqueta join the club. I think if we come in for him, I think he'll want to join. I think that it will rustle a lot of feathers in the West Ham fan base, which is great. And I think he's got a lot of quality to add. So, I mean, I've said it a number of occasions over the last couple of days. I would love to see Lucas Paqueta at Spurs.
Well, he'd certainly do a good job there, wouldn't he? And like you said, there will be absolute riots at West Ham for selling two of their best three players to us in one window, let alone in different windows. He's certainly got what we need in that creative role, hasn't he? He can certainly add something different, the flair, the power. We've seen the goal against Chelsea and what he's capable of doing. He would be a very good addition to the squad. He would be. If you look at it, out of all the players we've spoken about, he's probably the most straightforward to get done. But minus the West Ham link, and they've said that they'd rather not sell to us. I think they
haven't said that. They will sell to us.
We said that. I thought I heard that I had. When I was talking to you,
so. I think that Sullivan is so out of touch. He has no clue. He does not give a shit about that football club. He does not give a shit about the fans. And I'm telling you, if we put in a good offer, he will sell to us. What they're waiting for is to sign players. Say that David Sullivan said that I'm not sure if Paqueta will be here at the end of the window. But if he is going to leave, we need to bring in a lot of players. So we need West Ham to sign some players.
Correct. We just have to see what happens. I mean, things aren't rosy there. I think it is the easiest one to get done. And let's face it, if he does come in, that does solve the number 10 position straight away, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, we'll have to wait and see. 5 more days. The clock is ticking. Tick-tock, Tottenham. And one little prediction from you, Brian. I want to know what you think. How many are we going to bring in from now to the end of the window?
I think there's. This is like just. I think we're bringing one first teamer, and I think there'll be either a loan or a young prospect coming in, whether it be to be part of the first team or one for the future. So I think one to impact the first team, and one for the future. So to a stock up. But I reckon, or I pray, it's one. Oh, obviously I want more, but I think one minimum.
Yeah,
you?
I mean, I'm starting to think we're not going to bring anyone in. Like,
well, if we don't,
if we don't, I don't think you're going to be at the studio. I think you're going to be outside the training ground instead.
Oh, I will be. I will be outside the training ground. Whether we sign 1 or 2 people in this window, I will be outside the training ground on a few days when I'm back over. You look at it. We wanted springboard for success. We've heard all the things. We are the 9th or 10th highest spender. Sunderland has spent more. Doesn't mean you have to spend more to get there. But you look at where we are and what we've brought in after all the hype and everything of another window, it's just simply unacceptable.
Yeah, completely agree. It's I said it's a window that started off like a dream and it's ending off like a nightmare.
You sound like Paul Mitchell.
That's where we're at.
Yeah,
that's where we're at. It's a sad state of affairs, but there are a few days left to salvage it. And I think it can be, if we take on these rumors at face value, it can be salvaged with the quality that we're being linked with at this moment in time. Do I believe it will do? No. But can it be? Yes.
Correct. That's the thing. It is salvageable. It is completely, totally, and utterly easily salvageable. It's whether we either A, left it too late, or B, actually have the balls to go ahead and say, do you know what? Let's fix this. Let's do this and pull off a final flourish. And let's just hope they do, because if they don't, there's going to be some tension around Tottenham Hotspur.